excites us more than getting to work with you all to improve your communities through the great outdoors and parks and recreation projects. And we are so proud to partner with you all today. We're excited to be here to celebrate what you have going on in your communities. My name is Brian Clifford. I'm the Director of the Office of Outdoor Recreation for the state. Our office is within the Tennessee Department of Environment and Conservation. And today is a day to celebrate. We're here to celebrate the partnership with you to help make your communities better. We have one of these in each of the Grand Divisions. This one's here in Middle Tennessee, and we want to thank Williamson County for hosting us today. I know the mayor's in the room. Mayor, raise your hand. Thank you, Mayor. I know our Parks and Rec Director, Gordon Hampton's here. Gordon, go ahead and raise your hand and move on up. Gordon's going to come in here and help both of us. So we're here to celebrate. Gordon, why don't you come on up here, give us a welcome, tell them good morning.
Well, thank you, Director. It's a pleasure to be here this morning. And my name is Gordon Hampton. I'm the Director of Williamson County Parks. I'm very, very fortunate to be the Director of such an outstanding Parks Department. And it also is my pleasure to work for Mayor Rogers Anderson. Mayor Anderson's leadership in Williamson County has been outstanding all these years and has made Williamson County a desirable place to live, not only in the state of Tennessee, but in the southeast United States. And so I feel very fortunate to be able to help him with his mission to make this a wonderful place to be. We've been very fortunate to be here today, and I really want to thank all the staff from the Director's Division. Then I'm glad it's newly created because there's not enough people to go around sometimes for such an important lifestyle situation as providing recreation. So thank you to the foresight of the governor and Brian for being in that spot. We're glad you're here in Williamson County, here at the Enrichment Center. Once again, this is on one of our parks. This is Academy Park. It has historic value, and we're glad that you're here this morning. We also I would like to recognize the reason that we're accepting a grant today is through Beth Lother's help. Beth Lothers is a former county commissioner, former mayor of Nolensville. Once again, under the mayor's great leadership, he appointed Beth several years ago to become a grant writer for Williamson County. And to go along with that, Andrea Hastings is back there as well. She is full-time staff with Williamson County government to help with the administration and accounting of all of the grants. And so we're not used to getting grants in Williamson County, so we're glad to be bucking that trend. And I think a lot of that is due to the outstanding work that they are putting in. Before I hand the mic back to Director Clifford, I'd like to thank some of my staff that have worked really hard to gather information to be able to put us in qualification to receive this. So I'd like to start with Phyllis Huffman. She is Superintendent for Planning and Administration. I'd like to recognize our Deputy Director, Mr. Rick Taylor. Rick has valuable experience. He spent 30 years as a director and assistant director in Metro Parks in Nashville. So between the two of them, working side by side with Beth to get her all the information that she needed to be able to submit a winning grant, I really appreciate that, and so do the people in Williamson County. There are also people here from the town of Nolensville, and which is in the part of the county where these grant proceeds are going to go. And so Jessica Salamita is here, and thank you so much for all the support. I know that y'all wrote letters of support for this, so we're glad that you're here today, recognizing the value of what this is going to add to your community. Also, Devin Russell is here. There she is. Devin is going to be, she is the person that is going to actually be on the grounds at the Castle Park facility. You may or may not know that years ago we acquired the Tennessee Renaissance Festival, a 30-year staple in Tennessee, especially Middle Tennessee. And Devin has completed her first year of operating that festival for us. It was a huge success, and now we're going into year 4. And then Carrie Hudson, who was helpful in moving this ceremony here today away from the crazy weather at the Castle Park property. And also, we do have another county commissioner here this morning, Commissioner Paul Webb. Paul, thank you for being here and showing support. It's always great to see our elected officials supporting Parks and Rec. So with that being said, I believe I've covered everybody in the room. Director Clifford, thank you for giving me a chance to do this, and I appreciate you so much.
Perfect. Thank you, Gordon.
Thank you, Gordon. Thank you again for hosting today. I know it's a lot of work to host one of these and support the folks that are going to be here, so really appreciate Williamson County for stepping up. Next, I want to introduce the Deputy Commissioner for the Bureau of Conservation at TDEC. Greer Tidwell provides leadership for just about all things outdoors. You think conservation, Tennessee State Parks, state natural areas. Greer Tidwell provides leadership for all those things that happen in the state of Tennessee. So please welcome Greer Tidwell.
Thank you, Brian. Mayor and Gordon, thank you guys for having this little party here this morning. And you said something that caught my attention. You talked about outdoor recreation, and recreation is a lifestyle. And I'll tell you, our perspective on that in the Department of Environment Conservation and in the Bureau that I run, the Bureau of Conservation, has shifted from lifestyle to lifestyle and economic development. We know that it's not just a matter of taking care of folks who are here and helping them have better quality of life. Having great recreation opportunities throughout rural Tennessee in particular is a really important driver of economic success. And when I think about economic success, I'm not yet lucky enough to have any grandkids. I've got 3 kids who are starting to get into that zone though. And when I think about economic success, I'll tell you how I measure it. I measure it in the likelihood that your grandkids are going to want to get a job in the community that you live in. That's just that simple to me. There's a lot of numbers that go along with it. Brian shared recently a phenomenal national report that indicates that Tennessee is leading in terms of offering outdoor recreation things right in the great outdoors. But those recreation opportunities, being able to meet your neighbors at the playground, being able to watch your kids play ball, being able to take your own grandkids when they visit from wherever your kids took them off to and go out and have a good time in your community is a really important part of strengthening Tennessee. So I think of it more beyond lifestyle, Gordon. I appreciate you thinking about that, and I know you do too. I just wanted to come back to that comment because you made me think. I want to make sure to get the record straight. The Bureau of Conservation, the Office of Outdoor Recreation, we think of it as more than just a lifestyle, more than just a quality of life. It is an important economic benefit in the state of Tennessee. So I want to share that. I also want to show, where's the Dixon County team? We're going to present the check to ourselves. I thought we had a check somebody from Dixon County there. The mayor said, we'll take it. That's right. Nobody? Okay, so they're not coming, so we're just going to give that check to ourselves. This is even better Christmas than I thought it was going to be. I was just going to say that coming from, my Tidwells come from Burns and Bon Aqua and those areas over there in Dixon County and Williamson County. So that means a lot to me to be taking care of that particular community. But we'll get that check to them, won't we, Shelley? Before I hand the mic back over to Director Clifford, I want to recognize a couple of folks who are here. First off, Christina Tregley, she is our Director of Brand Promise. Think about that, for a state agency to recognize the importance of that brand promise. What is our mission? Are we always on message? Are we always focusing on the people we serve? And then also a couple of folks here from the Office of External Affairs. And that's the group that tries to help us make sure to tune in to the leaders in the community who are the voice of the community. Chuck Yost, raise up your hand, sir. And our new director of the Office of External Affairs, Tara Pedraza. Good to have you with us this morning, Tara, and thanks for helping us set all this up. So with that, back to you, Brian. Let's start getting some money away.
Thank you, sir. All right, raise your hand if you're a mayor in your community. All right. Thank you all for supporting you and your communities and participating in that partnership with the state. Raise your hand if you are a Parks and Recreation leader in your community. All right, we got quite a few here. Great, great. Raise your hand if you were the person that pushed all the buttons, drafted those applications, and then pushed submit for these grants. Raise your hand. 1, 2, raise them high. Where are you? Raise them high, high, high. Thank you all for taking the time and effort to work with us and our team. We are so proud to partner with you. If you're a member of the Office of Outdoor Recreation, raise your hand. All right, you've got a few here. Keep them up. Shelby Presley over here. Shelby, wave your hand. She is the manager of the grants team. So she helps provide leadership for the entire state of Tennessee under our outdoor grant programs. Daniel Jackson, he is your Middle Tennessee outdoor recreation consultant. He's your guy. He's your tip of the spear for all things local parks, outdoors. Communicate with our office. Get to know Daniel. Make him your best friend. Mark Stanfield, he's the grant administrator or grant specialist for East Tennessee. And then we also have Katie York. Katie, raise your hand. Who's also the granddaughter of Alvin C. York. Great-granddaughter? Great-granddaughter of Alvin C. York. Shaquita, raise your hand. She's our executive admin. She helps all things move smoothly. All right, so we've got a little bit of a process that we're going to go through. Shelby's going to come up. She's going to tell us which community, the grant award, and the project. As that community works your way up, anybody that's in that community, come up here, please. She's going to talk a little bit about your project, and then we're going to get a picture here, I think, near these flags. Is that right? Is this where we want it? All right, so we're all going to kind of stand here, and then we'll have folks taking pictures, and we're going to rotate through each community. All right? Here we go.
All right, thank you guys. We'll go ahead and get started. So the first community we have here is the city of Hendersonville. If you're with the city of Hendersonville, if you'll go ahead and come up, please. We actually have 2 checks for the city of Hendersonville. One is for our recreational trails program. That check is in the amount of $392,000. That's for Veterans Park. They are building a pump track with ADA sidewalk and parking. So again, that's the recreational trails program grant. They're also receiving a local parks and recreation fund grant. And the amount of that grant is $3,380,000. And that is for the city of Hendersonville's Heritage Park. They will be constructing pavilions, trails, an event barn, a welcome center, parking, and a nature playground. All right, give it up for the city of Hendersonville. Thank you. All right, the next community we have present is Houston County. If you're with Houston County, please go ahead and come forward at this time.
Come on, don't be shy. Come on. Here we go.
Houston County is receiving $200,000 for a community center renovation of an old armory building, a basketball court, pickleball courts, and craft rooms. All right, thank you to Houston County. Next, we have the town of Nolensville. If you're with the town of Nolensville, please go ahead and come forward at this time. The town of Nolensville is receiving $1,200,000 from our local Parks and Recreation Fund Grant Program. They are making improvements to Sunset Park to include pickleball courts, tennis courts, basketball courts, ADA compliant restrooms, ADA compliant parking, and multi-purpose fields.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Okay, hold it.
3, 2, oh, Brian, come on. There we go, thank you. One more.
All right, thank you to the town of Nolensville. Next, we have the city of White House. The City of White House is going to be receiving $65,000 from our local Parks and Recreation Fund grant program. They are making improvements to Municipal Park. That will include ADA parking, concession stands, and other renovations.
Ready? 3, 2, 1. Okay, hold it.
3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. Good.
Thank you. All right, next we have Williamson County. Williamson County is receiving a grant from our local Parks and Recreation Fund as well. Their grant amount is $2,173,000. They will be improving 2 different parks with that money, Osborne Park and Castle Park. That includes pavilions, benches, tennis courts, ADA compliant playgrounds, and blueway trails.
Everybody ready? All right, ready? 3, 2, 1. Come on. 3, 2, 1. Good, hold it.
All right. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah. 1, 2, 3.
Thank you so
Thank you, Williamson County, and thank you all again for hosting us. All right, last but not least, we have the Town of Thompson Station. The Town of Thompson Station is receiving $600,000 from our local Parks and Recreation Fund grant program. They will be improving Sarah Benson Playground. That's an inclusive playground, and their focus is going to be on safety and access for all, including those with disabilities.
There you go. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. All right.
Thank you to the Town of Thompson Station. All right, and I believe that's it today. However, if you snuck past us and did not sign in when you got here and we did not hand you your check yet, please raise your hand at this time. Awesome, we did good. Thank you guys. I will go ahead and turn it back over to our director, Brian Clifford, at this time. Thank you.
Good job, Shelby. Great, thank you, Shelby. All right, give everyone a round of applause. Thank you all for coming. You can see by these projects and the amount of funding that's involved, these are significant things happening in your community. So we just wanted to thank you for the partnership that we were able to do with you and your local communities. This year, the office was able to provide just over $24 million in this grant round from these types of grants that you're participating in. We just announced the next grant round, so that's going to be starting. So if you got some more projects, keep thinking about ways that we can partner with you to continue the momentum of building on our outdoor assets in our local parks and recreation. So thank you all for being here. Really appreciate it. Congratulations.
Thank you.